Hey Rapido land, Jeremy here with some order deadline business. Now normally this is a Jordan thing, but he's super busy right now planning the bus trip and all that. So instead of getting, the face of the company, you're going to get the mascot. Anyway, the meat of this video will actually revolve around the Penske X23 boxcars and R7 reefers, for which I'll throw over to Bill because, he knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Before I get to that, I'm just going to quickly touch on a couple of other commuter-related projects that are about to go into production, and that would be the BART legacy fleet and our latest run of Comet commuter cars. So let's go.
Not going to go too deep into the weeds here, as we already did an extensive video on BART's legacy fleet, which you can watch by clicking the link above. We announced these in conjunction with the Bay Area Rapid Transit District's 50th anniversary in 2022, and needless to say, our foray into the rapid transit market has been a resounding success. Expect more, much more. Now, while we weren't able to get a fully functioning decorated sample in time for this video, we're pretty pleased with where we're at and we're just about ready for production. Available in 4-car A BBA sets, individual B and C cars, as well as an unpowered A car and a display case, our BART cars will feature the usual Rapido insanity in terms of detail. And sound-equipped models will feature TCS decoders with authentic sounds recorded from the actual trains. BART by Rapido. Do have a cow, man. And here we have the latest run of our always-in-demand Comet commuter cars. A staple of commuter agencies in the Northeast, we're bringing back some old road names as well as adding a few new ones. In this run, we're offering AMT Montreal, Connecticut Department of Transportation or CONDOT in both delivery and later schemes, MARC serving the Baltimore and Washington DC metro area, MBTA Boston, Metro North New York in both delivery and west of Hudson schemes, SEPTA Philadelphia, and of course, painted unlettered for doing up a scheme we haven't done, or for your railroad of lies. Do I even need to tell you how detailed these cars are? No, I don't. Just look at all the pretty pictures and then place your orders, because the Ides of February are nearly upon us.
So there you go. If you're on the fence about ordering the coolest subway ever or expanding your Northeast commuter car fleet, well, time is running out, so let's get on it. All right? Okay, now on to this guy.
So the Pennsylvania Railroad used to call itself the standard railroad of the world. It's perhaps ironic then that some of their boxcars look nothing like anybody else's. Take for example the subject of tonight's video, the 40-foot X23 boxcar coming new from Rapido Trains. Bill Schneider here from Rapido Trains Inc. Between 1912 and 1914, the Pennsylvania Railroad built 7,000 Class X23 boxcars. These cars had a very unique appearance with their Warren Truss single-sheath sides, vertical boards, and horizontal braces to help hold those boards in place. These cars lasted for many, many years in Pennsylvania service into the late 1940s and early 1950s in regular service, and then after that in work train service. The Penske also took a bunch of these and did what we modelers might call kit bashing. They turned some into cabooses, cabin cars in Penske terms, during World War II. They made several of them into various work bunk cars. These cars lasted quite a while and were very unique to the Penske. So the X23s were originally built with arch bar trucks and Penske's split K brake system. In later years they were retrofitted with 2D F8 trucks and AB brake systems, as was required by the law at the time. They also got new roofs, their original flat panel roofs being replaced with a riveted lap seam roof. We're offering all versions of this car. You can get it with either roof, either brake system, either truck, and decorated cars as appropriate for the paint schemes. As you can see, with its low roof height and unique side construction, the X23 really stands out in a train of its contemporaries. The Penske also built 3,500 refrigerator cars to Class R7 off the same geometry as the X23 boxcar. The Penske, though, was never a big private owner of refrigerator cars, and so by the 1930s these had all been leased to Fruit Growers Express. 250 of them then went on to National Car. National Car, in turn, leased some of those to Mathias and Chemical, and those cars lasted a number of years. In fact, I was just given a photo by noted freight car photographer Matty Herson, a methionine chemical car in Long Island in 1960, in service. So we're also offering the R7 refrigerator car in HO scale, in its original Pensy guise, in its Fruit Growers Express guise, and in methionine chemical service with the placards on the side of the car. All of these will be available decorated, have the correct roofs, correct brake systems, and correct trucks. So the X23 or the R7 reefer, or both, coming in HO scale from Rapido Trains Inc. Get your orders in. The order deadline is February 15th. Oh, and ladies, they make great Valentine's Day presents too. You lunatics!
Jason, have you signed this? I'm surrounded by children!